Ranger with Promised Land Farms. Another sheep day, another sheep move day. They've already taken down that half of the orchard, and now they're going into this half of the abandoned orchard. Plenty of food here. It's fall. I'm gonna do a 2-day rotation instead of a 3-day rotation during fall because your paddocks needs more rest during fall time. But this one is so dense, so packed, that we're just gonna go ahead and keep them the usual 3 and maybe a 4th day as an option if there's still plenty of forage left in this paddock. So they're gonna be here, like I said, 3 to maybe 4 days. Okay, and then there's 2 other paddocks, two 6,000 acres, excuse me, 2 6,000 square foot paddocks over there. So we're still about just a little over a half a month before we're done with our entire rotation cycle. So the very first paddock, the 8, is going to be coming in at 56 to 58 days. I lost count, but it's over 56 days for sure, which is plenty of rest time for any paddock, any parasite cycle to be done with. And on top of that, the chickens free ranging, they just go over there and do away with. Right now, I got my boy. We're just cleaning up anything that is toxic to sheep, like buckwheat and stuff like that. We're just cleaning it out of here. I had a little ram consume a little bit of buckwheat, and it got a little hairy there for me. So yeah, let's go ahead and move this sheep.
You might see my dad making the video. Well,
You want to tell him which one's your favorite sheep?
yeah, it's the fluffy one.
The fluffy one. One of our little wethers. I think that one right there on the ground. So this is one of the ones you don't want your sheep to consume. This plant here is extremely toxic. It can lead to a lot of internal inflammation and including death, depending on how much they consume. And these plants here, you really got to look out for them on areas that were once bare and didn't have a lot of coverage. You're going to see a lot of this weed pops up, and it serves as a cover crop, but this isn't something you want your sheep or your livestock in general to consume. Just like if you have like an mulberry trees around the paddocks where your livestock eats, they can eat it as soon as it falls to the ground and while it's still on the tree. But once the branches or the berries have touched the ground, after 2 or 3 days, it's going to kill your sheep, or it's going to kill any of your livestock, because by then that mulberry is going to have like a formaldehyde effect. But for now, this is the most common one, especially here in the state of Kentucky, and I'm sure in a lot of eastern states. Buckwheat. This is poison. This is a no-no. So anytime you see anything like this, get it from the root. All right, the girls are in. They're going to work. I'm going to give you a quick walk around of this paddock. Yeah, Fluffy's here too. Look at all that dense forage there. They're going to take that down. There's a lot of Johnson's grass and other things in there. There's a bunch of chicories on the other side of that, which is good. It's an anthelmintic, or however you say that word, to help them fight parasite. Not to make them immune, but it'll help them fight parasite load. Of course, we have the coyote slayer, Mr. Napoleon. And this is, like I said yesterday, this is lovely back here for them. Okay. We're using this Vevor, which I'm not really a fan of, but it's right, you know, what I started with. And I'm gonna be replacing it here pretty soon for another, I don't know, a Premier 1 or something else. But I just went through here with the 0 turn to make a way. I don't want the grass touching the fence. It'll shorten it out. I don't want them to not see the fence. But look at that, they're going to work on those trees right there. That's a pear tree and an apple tree. But there's plenty. This is at least 6 feet tall grass here. And then look at the ground. If there's every bit of 10 to 12 inches, I don't know, just eyeballing it on the ground. And quite frankly, I'm happy that they're here. Okay, we're gonna have 3 pure blood rams for sale coming up in the next month. So be on the lookout. If you are within range of Shelbyville, Kentucky, feel free to contact me. You can go to my TikTok and send me a DM, or I'll leave my email in the description where you can send me an email and make your request. But they're 2 pure blood royal white rams. They're beautiful. They really are. I'm thinking of keeping this one, but I'm not sure yet. But if I do sell this one, look at the look how gorgeous that ram is. Look how gorgeous that ram is. And by the end of, by the middle to end of November, he will be ready to breed, if you know what I mean. They're gonna spend here, like I said, 3. 4th day is an option. And then this here, if you can tell, all the way back to that tree, this is 2 paddocks here. Okay, there's 12,000 square feet in this paddock. We divide that in 2 and we get 6 days out of this, right? But the girls are excellent. By the time they're done here, then they will go to the very corner over there, and the paddocks in there are already blowing up. Except this time in there, instead of a 3-day rotation per paddock, we're gonna shorten it down to 2-day rotation per paddock. We'll see. I'm still figuring it out, what I want to do. Anyway, guys, we're checking out Ranger, Promised Land Farms. God bless you all.